Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Angular tutorial for beginners. Today, we are going to talk about the Angular event binding. In one of my last lecture, we learned about the property binding and how we bind the data from class to a template. So, in the last lecture, we define a variable in a class and we display it on the HTML template that is called property binding. In this lecture, we will learn how we can send data from HTML template to the class. For example, if you click on button or click on mouse, when something that type of event happen, how to send data, we will learn about this in a event binding topic. So now we are in our class, okay, and define one function or one method here. For example, on button click, okay, and we'll print a message in the console like button is clicked. Okay, so now what I want to do, when I will define a button here, and when I click on that button, I should able to display print this button is click message on a console. Okay, so let's define one button here. Button, we'll define simple button, and then just type button name like click. Okay, so in order to do the bind the event, right, we have function called click in order to do the event binding, and then the name of this function. Okay, you have to call that function on the click event. Okay, so like this. So whenever button is clicked, this function will get called, and this is the event name. Okay, click is a event name. So let's save it. Do Control K and S button, so it will save all the files. Make sure your project is running. So let's run the project. npm run. Oh, sorry. ng sub. So if you see, right, we have this button. Let me minimize it. Yeah. So we have this click button. If you right click on the screen, we have the inspect panel. Click on it. So this side window will open. Go to the console. Okay, clean it by clicking this button. So right now console is clean. Okay, we did not click the button yet. Now when you click on this button, if you see, right, you'll get message button is click. So if you type multiple times, if you see, right, 9 times this button is click is get press, so it means 9 times that function get called. So this is nothing but a event binding. Now we'll go further more. Okay, for example, you want to pass some information from HTML to back to the component, to class. So for example, I want to pass like this one. So message, hey, how are you, or you can press subscribe to tube guruji. Okay, so this is the just message, but now you have to define variable here, right? Message of type string. Okay, so this is the way we can define variable, then colon and the type. Okay, and we can define message. Okay, then the whatever message we have, sorry, it should be like plus or like this. Okay, so I will concatenate it like this. Okay, now whatever message we pass from this HTML to this class, the method on button click, it should display in the console. So let's save it. Let's go to our project and clean this console first. Now if I click it, right, you see we pass this message subscribe to Tube Guruji. Correct? Now let's take one more example. Let's define an input of type text and give some id like input value. Okay, close the tag. Now on the button click, I want to pass the whatever I entered in the input to the class, to our function it means. Okay, so what I will do, I will pass the value of this input. That's it. So once I type anything in this input, on the click of button I will take value and I will pass from this click event to our console. Okay, so it will display message, and whatever the value we enter in the input, it will display in the console. So let's save it and check it. Okay, so here, right? So let me define subs like this video. Okay? And if I click it, if you see, right, I click 2 times actually. So if you see, we have this message text, and then we have that value which we display in the input, right? Like this video. Yes, it's working. Let's try something like this. If I click it, you see, yes, it's working. Now let's apply the property binding in the same section. So now what I want to do, I want to display whatever I put in the input section. When I click on the submit button, or when I press on submit button, I should display message on the UI, right? Now let's define one variable message. Okay, and enter of type string, and initial value is empty. Now whenever button is clicked, right, we are getting this message. So just save this message is equal to message. Okay, so this message is nothing but this variable, and we are saving into our message variable, right? So this we have to apply because it will our Angular, we are telling Angular program that okay, I want to use this variable. Okay, so this is very easy to understand why we use the this. Okay, and once we save it, just copy this variable, and we have to display right on the HTML side. So under this, let me do print statement, and in h3 tag, okay, or h1 tag, I will display our message. Okay, the message in a double quote, right, and save it. Now let's go back to our program. I will like subscribe to Guruji. Okay, and if you see, if I click it, I will see this message. You see, if I press it, you see everything, right? So what we learn in this tutorial, we learned the event banding. What is event banding? We gave the simple example of the event banding, and also we apply the property binding along with the event banding. So hopefully you understand how we can pass data between the template to the class and class to template. Okay, so that's all for this video. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you did not subscribe to my channel, so go and press subscribe button. And in next lecture we will see more content of the ultimate Angular tutorials course. Okay, so until that, keep smiling. See you in the next video.